What is it called when two people talk? Isn't it called interaction? Eating and drinking is your interaction with your food, isn't it? Digestion is also an interaction between your stomach and your food. There is interaction going on everywhere, which is essential for change. Chemical substances also interact with each other, and their interactions are called chemical reactions. It would be too lengthy to record all these if we write it down. So these records are written using chemical symbols. We will study certain principles followed to record these chemical reactions using balanced chemical symbols and chemical equations. Activity 1.1 Clean the magnesium ribbon about 2 cm long by rubbing it with sandpaper. Hold it with a pair of tongs. Burn it using a spirit lamp or burner and collect the ash so formed in a watch glass as shown in Fig. 1.1. Burn the magnesium ribbon, keeping it as far as possible from your eyes. What do you observe? Activity 1.1 can't be described as when a magnesium ribbon is burnt in oxygen, it gets converted to magnesium oxide. This description of a chemical reaction in a sentence form is quite long. It can be written in a shorter form. The simplest way to do this is to write it in the form of a word equation, called chemical equation. The word equation for the reaction when magnesium ribbon is burnt in oxygen would be magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Here, magnesium plus oxygen on the left-hand side of the equation undergo chemical change. Magnesium oxides on the right-hand side of the equation are formed as a new substance from the chemical reaction. The word equation shows change of reactants to products through an arrow between them. The reactants are written on the LHS with a plus sign between the reactants. The products are written on the RHS with a plus sign between the products. The arrow indicates direction of reaction. Writing the chemical equation. Is there any other shorter way for representing chemical equations? Chemical equations can be made more concise and useful if we use chemical formulae instead of words. The chemical equation represents a chemical reaction. If you recall formulae of magnesium, oxygen and magnesium oxide, the above word equation can be written as Mg plus O2 arrow signed MgO. Count and compare the number of atoms of each element on the LHS and RHS of the arrow. Is the number of atoms of each element same on both the sides? If not, then the equation is unbalanced because the mass is not same on both sides of the equation. Such a chemical equation is a skeletal chemical equation for a reaction. Equation 1.1 is a skeletal chemical equation for the burning of magnesium in air. Balanced chemical equations. Recall the law of conservation of mass that you studied in class 9. Mass can't neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. That is, the total mass of the elements present in the products of a chemical reaction has to be equal to the total mass of the elements present in the reactants. In other words, the number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after a chemical reaction. Hence, we need to balance the skeletal chemical equation. Is the chemical equation 1.1 balanced? Here, we will learn about balancing the chemical equation step by step.